In today's newsletter, we delve into the ongoing controversy surrounding the government's proposed changes to inheritance tax breaks for farmers. The issue is far from settled, sparking outrage among farmers who feel the government is unwilling to compromise. While the government offers seemingly beneficial policies, such as a 5-year extension of the seasonal farm worker scheme, these are insufficient to appease the discontent brewing within the farming community. This raises crucial questions. Are the farmers demanding preferential treatment, or is their concern justified? To gain deeper insight, I interviewed Helena Horton, The Guardian's environment reporter, to understand the farmers' perspective and the potential implications for the government. Here's a summary of today's top headlines. Ukraine, Donald Trump claims Vladimir Putin would accept European peacekeepers in Ukraine as part of a potential peace deal, a proposition met with cautious optimism. Emmanuel Macron emphasizes that any peace agreement must not compromise Ukraine's sovereignty or result in a ceasefire without substantial guarantees. House of Lords, a Guardian investigation reveals that a significant number of House of Lords members, 1 in 10, engage in paid political or policy advisory roles, raising concerns about potential conflicts of interest and the efficacy of existing lobbying regulations within the second chamber. Gaza, the World Health Organization, expresses profound concern over the well-being and safety of at least 160 healthcare workers from Gaza, including over 20 doctors, who remain detained in Israeli facilities. This includes some of Gaza's most experienced and senior medical professionals. Politics, Mike Amesbury, the MP for Runcorn and Helsby, has received a 10-week prison sentence for assault. Following an investigation, Amesbury, who was suspended by the Labour Party, pleaded guilty to a charge of assault. Over 1,000 musicians, including prominent artists like Kate Bush, Damon Albarn, and Annie Lennox, have released a silent album to protest against the UK government's proposal to permit AI companies to utilize copyright-protected material without seeking permission. The government's new inheritance tax regime for farmers continues to generate considerable controversy. The farming industry has a history of strained relations with successive governments, recalling an incident 2 years ago where the then Environment Secretary, Therese Coffey, faced significant backlash at the same conference over egg shortages. What is the prevailing sentiment among farmers? Are their concerns valid? The National Farmers Union (NFU) challenges the government's claim that only 500 estates per year would be affected, asserting that a significantly larger proportion, 75%, of commercial family farms would exceed the 1 pounds threshold. The Central Association of Agricultural Valuers provides further support, estimating that 75,000 farmers own properties subject to the tax, a number projected to reach nearly 90,000 within a decade. Another point of contention lies in the policy's targeting. Tax expert Dan Needle estimates that roughly 1/3 of farm estates are held by investors primarily for tax avoidance, suggesting the government's policy is poorly designed to effectively address this specific issue. What other support is the government offering farmers? Steve Reed intends to highlight government initiatives aimed at supporting British farmers, including a focus on increasing public sector procurement of domestically produced food, prioritizing higher welfare standards, and extending the seasonal farm workers scheme for another 5 years, a measure the NFU has actively lobbied for since the Labour government assumed office. While these measures are welcomed, Helena Horton emphasizes that their impact pales in comparison to the potential consequences of the inheritance tax changes. The government's broader strategy emphasizes fair pricing and farm profitability through procurement initiatives and its long-term agricultural plan. Is there a possibility of a policy reversal? The political ramifications of the issue for the Labour Party, combined with widespread public sympathy for the farmers' cause, might seemingly make a U-turn plausible. However, Helena Horton suggests that a reversal is unlikely, citing the presence of other unpopular budgetary measures crucial for economic growth and the Treasury's reluctance to initiate a broader wave of policy changes. The NFU's recent statements further underscore the intensity of the ongoing debate. Is it justified for farmers to seek special treatment? The argument often overlooks the prevailing political consensus, shared even by Carestarmer, that food security is intrinsically linked to national security, necessitating domestic food production. Considering the immense pressure exerted by supermarkets to keep food prices low, a purely free market approach could have detrimental consequences. The desire for special treatment is a common human aspiration. However, Moya Sarner's perspective raises important questions, suggesting that the pursuit of a special life might ironically detract from genuine well-being. Other news *. Germany elections * following Germany's recent elections, various commentators offer insightful analyses on the implications of the rightward shift. Cass Mudd cautions against solely focusing on AfD voters, emphasizing the need for a broader political approach. NHS medications switch. * The NHS has transitioned multiple sclerosis patients from Tysabri to a less expensive alternative, resulting in reported debilitating side effects for some patients, as highlighted by the experience of Jonelle Roback. Reality TV families. * Stuart Heritage's entertaining overview of notorious reality TV families includes a humorous assessment of the Rees-Mogg's comparatively modest place in the pantheon, considering the impressive breadth of competition. Housing challenges. * Homeowners face mounting challenges, including rising interest rates, escalating insurance premiums, and increased property taxes, creating a sense of instability, as discussed by Jedediah. Sports. * Leeds United secured a remarkable victory over Sheffield United. Ben Stokes and Moeen Ali have withdrawn from the 100 cricket tournament, and Sir Jim Ratcliffe plans to discontinue free lunches for most staff at Old Trafford and the Carrington training base. International relations. * News outlets offer diverse perspectives on the ongoing Ukraine conflict, ranging from reports on Trump's proposed peace plan to discussions on European defense funding and the state of the US-UK relationship in the context of Carestarmer's visit to the White House. Domestic news headlines cover various topics, including the state pension, crime, and sex offenders. The newsletter concludes with a call to action, inviting readers to subscribe to receive a weekly roundup of positive news. It also includes puzzles, a quick crossword, a cryptic crossword, and Wordaply.